Dubnation, how are we doing? Golden State Warriors fans, how are we doing? Look, it's Wednesday night and I come bearing maybe not the best news. I'm just gonna break it to you, right? The Golden State Warriors are now 7th in the Western Conference standings. One more time, the Golden State Warriors are now 7th in the Western Conference standings. Not good. The Clippers have overtaken them for 6th, which means that the Warriors would not be in the playoffs. They would be in the play-in if standings if they stand. They're like 8 games or something like that left. So it's getting down there, y'all. Dubnation, it's getting down there. That's not the best news that I just gave you, but here, I'm going to give you an omelet, right? I'm going to let you know what's up. And hey, this is sort of like this is the little speech number 37. C-Train speech number 37 to Dubnation and also to the Golden State Warriors. Here we go. It's time for the Golden State Warriors to absolutely dig in. No pressure whatsoever, right? There's no pressure, but it's 100% verified that the fate of the modern world is at stake, okay? The fate of the modern world is absolutely at stake with this Golden State Warriors playoffs / play-in run. No pressure, y'all. No pressure. So here, look. Here's some advice to the club. Here's some advice to the team. Maybe some specific advice to some players. Let's see how it turns out. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a good time. Look, number one, I am not a professional coach. I have coached through college, and that was soccer. So, no, I am not a professional basketball coach. Guess who is a professional basketball coach, though, and is a really good one? Your coach, Steve Kerr. Warriors coach Steve Kerr has so many championships that my head's going to spin, right? I'm going to do the exorcist thing, the head spin, because Steve Kerr has won so many championships. You gotta, 2 things. I'm going to say it twice. You gotta buy in. You gotta buy in if you're a Golden State Warrior, if you're a player. Buy into the system. Coach Steve Kerr, coming off the heels of what, a gold medal as well? I mean, all he does is win. But let me give you this advice as well. I sometimes do I do a daily motivational sports quote, but Bill Walton once said, if you want to know how to get to the mountaintop, how to get to a spot, right? How to get to where you want to go, ask somebody who's coming back from there. Ask somebody who's been there. Golden State Warriors basketball team. I'm here to tell y'all, your coach Steve Kerr has been there. He has been there and he has done that. He's done with Stephen Curry, done with Michael Jordan. If there was, bottom line, Coach Steve Kerr, the honored son of the legendary Malcolm Kerr, has beyond G14 classification, and this is just something that to remember. Even if a player maybe can't, if Coach Kerr is asking a player to do something that is above and beyond what that player might be capable of, they still need to try and they still need to buy in to the concept of what Coach Kerr is talking about, because a lot of times it's giving effort towards the scheme, right? Giving motion to the motion offense and buying in. Let's just say that the basketball gods favor those who buy in. Most definitely. As a team, there's one thing that you have to do. You must defend. You must defend, and you must defend at a high level. Defend without fouling. Contest shots with conviction. Make your rotations. Get your man. Do the box out, right? Do the box out thing if need be. And defend without fouling through the rebound. It's that simple. Stay to your assignment. Lock in, be aggressive without fouling, trust your teammates, sell out for these guys, right? This is defense we're talking about. This is what creates and makes championships. This is what defense is also what makes easy opportunities on offense, right? You have to buy in. Golden State Warriors, the squad, you have to buy in on defense. If you don't buy in on defense, nothing will come of anything. You'll be as good at offense as you want. If you're not buying in on defense and you're not getting consistent stops are like the requisite for passing on, for moving on in the playoffs. You must defend at a high level. You must defend at the highest level. And I got faith in you. I got faith in the Warriors to defend at the highest level because they have, in my opinion, the defensive player of the year in Draymond Green. And also Jimmy Butler's killing it playing defense, killing it sort of in roaming the front of the defense, more point of attack. On offense, movement creates stress. It's a movement offense. It's a movement-based offense, generally, that Steve Kerr runs. Movement creates stress. Stress leads to buckets. And generally, stress on defense can lead to easy buckets on offense. If a Golden State Warrior finds himself stagnant on offense, if they're looking around, move. Get your legs and move them. Move your legs and set a screen. Move and cut to the basket. So like, say, let's see, it's a little bit stagnant and Podziemski is sort of pounding the ball. Go set a screen for him. Go fake the screen and slip and go to the basket strong. Go set a screen and pop at a really nice angle to where you have a nice jump shot, right? Right? You have to be willing to play with each other on offense. And that, it starts by freaking moving. So many times, the Warriors' offense has been stagnant. It has been really stagnant. And it's just like, move. Movement makes things happen. You know what doesn't make things happen? Not doing anything. If you don't do anything on offense, nothing's going to happen on offense. I'm making a little bit of sense, aren't I? Another thing is like, on offense, Jimmy Butler, Steph, and Draymond are pros when it comes to creating for others, understanding the rhythm of what an offense needs. Play off of them. Play with those guys. The Golden State Warriors have enough catalysts on offense to win a championship. So, a few shout-outs. Steph, the legendary Lord Stephen Curry of the House Curry. Look, be yourself and express and have fun. But look, Steph, while you're having fun out there, while you're saying night-night, putting everybody to sleep, right? Make the easy pass if you have one. If you could, but listen to this. But listen to what I have to say, Steph. Make the easy pass, even if that pass is difficult. Think about it. Draymond, you've had an amazing year. I would say the only thing that I got to say to you, Draymond, is that volume of three-pointers, I understand that Draymond's making them at a relatively high clip, right? Still, you want your shooters to be taking outside shots. So Draymond, for example, you get the ball in that corner three. Instead of like, say you're like 0 for 3, 0 for 4 there. Okay, doesn't matter. Just say you get a corner three opportunity. How about a pump fake on the three? Take a few dribbles to almost take 3 or 4 dribbles in almost to the paint and have a guy like Post or Hield take the space that you just left. So now they will be in the position for a corner three. Give that ball to Quentin Post. Give that ball to Buddy Hield for a set shot, open three. What you've just done is you've used your 3-point ability you've maximized it, right? You're making 3-pointers, but you're taking them at a pretty big, great clip. Okay, use those makes, right, as credit earned. Use that. Use what cred you've earned and pump fake. take the space and get the ball to a true shooter. I like you taking wide open threes, Draymond Green. I love Quentin Post, Stephen Curry, even like Moses Moody, right? Buddy Hield taking wide open threes. Why? Because they are tried and true shooters. And I know you can get them the ball, Draymond. You're the man. Defensive Player of the Year, man. Sir. Jimmy Butler, first of all, welcome to the squad. My message to Jimmy Butler is like, hey, sir, I'm just looking forward to seeing that postseason Jimmy. And I really hope that it doesn't get cut short by some play-in catastrophe, right? Which is why I'm saying dig in right now. Why do I got speech number 37? Why am I doing that right now, y'all? Let's go. Let's go. It's because I believe that the Warriors can win a championship this season. Okay? They can win that Larry O'Brien. GP2, brother, take care of you. GP2, take care of you. The Golden State Warriors need you healthy. They need you available. Do the right things on the court, off the court. Take care of yourself, bro. The Warriors are they're so much better. The Golden State Warriors, they're so much more dangerous as a squad, and you can just tell with the cohesion, with just all the everything that's built up, right? They mesh so well because of been playing for so long. GP2, I'm talking about, with the likes of Looney, Draymond, and Steph, right? They have that rapport now. That's the word that I'm looking for. Like GP2 has rapport with Draymond and Steph and can be fully functional and positive, especially with those two out on the court, with those two guys. So just be available, GP2. Make those right decisions. Buddy Hield, buddy. First of all, this is my message to Buddy, Mr. Hield, sir. Look, first of all, opposing teams are going to try to exploit you on defense. Obviously, right? Like, if you haven't seen teams try to isolate Buddy Hield, whoever Buddy Hield is defending, they try to isolate and sort of break down Buddy Hield. And I'll tell you what, Buddy has been really strong on the ball with his defense, considering that a lot of, I'm here to tell you, Buddy, that like opposing teams think that you are the weak spot of the defense. What do you have to say to that? Are you going to punk out, or are you going to continue to be responsible to your assignments? And even though maybe the ability isn't that of a Jimmy Butler on defense, the heart and the tenacity and the willingness to do your job can be there on defense. That, if Buddy Hield doesn't play defense, just even capable, the Warriors won't go anywhere. As far as offense, Buddy Hield is one of the better shooters in the NBA as a set shooter. I don't want to see Buddy Hield dribbling on it. In fact, if Buddy Hield is dribbling the ball a whole lot, like whoever the point guard is, whoever the lead is, should just go and literally take the ball out of Buddy Hield, sprint over and take the ball out of Buddy Hield's hands. Because, Buddy, you are a shooter, and a shooter maybe a little. Just know what your strong points are, right? Look at your statistics. Well, what's your shooting off the dribble as opposed to a set shot? Take those set shots. If you don't have it, pass the ball off. Get to a nice spot. Create some space. Maybe go around a screen. Do a few cuts, right? Get the space and then take a set shot. But if you don't have it, you don't have it, and that's okay. Moses Moody, let the game flow. But when in doubt, pump fake and get yourself to the line, my man. Get yourself to the line. And this is what I mean. Or here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say to you, Moses Moody. You don't have to shoot every open three. Every open three that you have, even if you are wide open, may not be the best shot to take at the time. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. I'll give you an example. If you have, for example, missed your last 6 7, 8, 9, 10. 3-pointers in a row, pump fake, gain momentum by getting to the line. One more time. If you're missing so many consecutive 3-pointers, pump fake on that 3, get fouled, get yourself into the paint. Moses, you can do that. Get yourself to the line. You're about 80+% from there. Gain momentum from the line. Work yourself from the line outside. Those 3s will start to drop, especially if you give a little bit more arc to your shots. That's fine. It's neither here nor there. Quentin Post, my man, continue to bring that fire. QP brings the fire. I love the flow and energy that Quentin Post plays with. Now, the main thing that I guess I have to say about Quentin Post is this. I think that he's shooting almost 44% from beyond the arc. One more time. Quentin Post this season as a rookie is shooting almost 44% from beyond the arc. The Warriors need to start to get Quentin Post in the pick and pop, in the pick and roll, and really incorporated in that action. Because I think that the pick and roll becomes a little bit more deadly in the playoffs with Steph. And the size difference between Stephen Curry and Quentin Post, I believe that if you get Quentin Post in the pick and roll with Steph, that Steph will be able to cook whatever big was guarding in a switch with Quentin Post. Quentin Post will be able to pop and shoot over any guard if there's a switch. And if there's not a switch, then it's just going to be a good screen anyway. So I would like to really see the Warriors hopefully incorporate Quentin Post in that pick and roll, not asking too much of him, but setting him up for those good shots because he's a great shooter. He's a really great shooter. Brandon Pajensky, Mr. Pods, continue to improve, continue to grow. You're doing great, Pods. You are doing a great job of letting the game come to you and flowing. You have a great flow to the game. One thing on offense, the longer that you keep your dribble alive, the longer that Brandon Pajensky keeps his dribble alive, the more dangerous he is, right? A Pajensky that tries to make a move and then just pulls up, ball's dead, not necessarily dangerous. A Pajensky that's able to dance, keep that ball alive through movement, through working with his teammates, through facilitating, right? That Brandon Pajensky is dangerous. But remember this with Pods, is that it's your pressure on defense, right? Taking charges with great point of attack defense. It's your pressure, Brandon Pajensky, that is on defense and also on offense that is going to break teams. You will be one of the prime catalysts for other teams breaking. Continue to give that breakneck, crazy, insane effort because the Warriors are going to need that and more. Guy Santos, I love the energy. Keep it up. How about this? Even though Guy Santos tends to he commits the occasional turnover. Sometimes he's off on a rotation. Doesn't matter. The energy is so unique that Guy just needs to continue to bring the energy. If Guy Santos brings the energy, I believe that everything else will actually come. And I think that he's that talented. I saved the best for last, though. JK, Mr. Jonathan Kuminga, Lord Air Congo. The man, the myth, the legend. Look, remember this. Remember how you can make opposing defenses feel. Jonathan Kuminga, JK, you can scare defenses, but you have to be threatening. A Jonathan Kuminga who is standing there on offense is not a threat. A Jonathan Kuminga who is doing just about anything else on offense is a threat. Make yourself a threat, but that doesn't even matter. None of that matters because more than anything, remember this. Warriors fans, Dubnation, anybody who's watching this, remember, in this galaxy and beyond, remember this. If Jonathan Kuminga buys in and commits on defense to play committed defense without fouling, to stick to your assignments, to make on-time rotations, Challenge every shot with conviction, with the Kuminga conviction that we know you have, to roam the passing lanes. If you play up to your vast potential only on defense, the Warriors will win the championship. They'll win the Larry O'Brien trophy. They'll win everything. If Jonathan Kuminga would simply buy in 100% defensively, say, look, I don't necessarily care who you are. I have the athletic ability to shut you down. And I'm not going to wrong foot myself anymore. I'm going to just mirror and slide with you. If I see the ball, I'm going to take it. If you take a shot, I'm going to block it. Come on, Jonathan. Come on. I'm not asking you to shoot a certain percentage, to mitigate turnovers. I'm saying that one thing you can control is your defense. You can do that by playing true to yourself, by playing disciplined, and by playing with heart. Jonathan Kuminga, if you play defense and buy into defense with all of your heart, soul, and more, you will not have to worry about money. You probably won't have to anyways. And also, you will help lead the Golden State Warriors to a championship. That's it. So, with that said, y'all, look. By the way, hey, have you subscribed yet? After that nice speech, number 37, number 45, whatever, have you subscribed? Like, subscribe, and comment below. Who do you think in this playoff, play-in, postseason run, who is the most important Golden State Warrior? And it can be Stephen Curry. This isn't like some sort of weird trick question or anything like that. Who is your most important Golden State Warriors? So, Dubs, Golden State Warriors, you got this. You can do this. Buy in. Be disciplined. Move. Have fun. I'm C-Train till the next time. Of course, for your Golden State Warriors content, like, subscribe, follow, and I'll see you next time having fun at C-Train Station. Take care.